Hi guys, so today we're going to be working with the metronome. This is going to be the second practice tip for spring. A lot of you have repeat sections, so it's a good time to learn something new about how to break it down and how to practice it. Now, metronome practice is to help us keep a steady tempo. You know when you're in the car and you're singing along and you can tap your foot to the pulse and it comes at regular times, that's the tempo. Following it isn't too hard. Creating it and being responsible for maintaining it can be a little bit tricky. And so that's why we use a metronome. That's why we have a tool to help us. Now, this is my phone, and you can see that it's an app, okay? I do have a large metronome. It's very loud. It's called Dr. Beat. I love it. It's fabulous. I use it majorly for my own practice at home. When I'm on the road or when I'm in my studio or with you guys, I'm going to use the Pro Metronome. That's the name of the app. There's lots of different metronome apps, so don't even worry about it. But I do like this one, okay? The dial here, you turn it up, see the number changes, goes faster. The higher the number, the faster it is. Turn it down, the slower it goes. Now, one of the keys with working with a metronome is to decide what the beat is. Okay? Now, for the most part right now, and in spring, your beat is going to be quarter notes. So, remember, that's what this looks like. It's a full belly with a stick. And for each of these symbols, you will get one click. That's what it means to decide that the beat is a quarter note. Now, you can also decide that half notes are the beat, or an eighth note is the beat. It all depends on what you decide. All right? So, but for right now, let's keep it simple and keep them as quarter notes. So every time you see a quarter note, it'll get one full beat. For eighth notes, remember, it'll get half of that. All right? So, for instance, let's speed this up a little bit. So I'm going to go at an 86, and I'm going to speak tas for my quarters. So this is what I would be playing. But I'm going to turn on the metronome. 4 quarter notes with the metronome. Ta, 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 ta. That's it, right? Now, if I was going to do eighth notes, I would have twice as many, right? Because remember, there are 2 eighth notes for every 1 quarter. So, ta, 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 ta. Make sense? Now, if I'm doing half notes, like for our bass section, our violas, and our cellos here, there are 2 quarter notes for 1 half note. So, ta, ta. You see how I held that note? A great way to practice this is by vocalizing what's on the page or clapping, which we have done in class. All right? When in doubt of the rhythm, put the instrument down. That's all up here. Rhythm, tempo, it's all up here. It has really not a whole lot to do with your technique. So if your rhythm is messed up, put the instrument down, clap it, sing it. Then you can pick the instrument up, play on open strings only, and then put the left hand back in. Put the notes back in. That is the progression I would do. So remember, 1, put the instrument down, pull out the metronome, figure out what your beat is, clap it or sing it. 2, pick the instrument back up, but only bow on open strings, still with the metronome. And do pay attention to him, guys. If you don't pay attention, he's not a lot of help. 3, put the notes back in. Okay? All right, happy practicing.